Sit down, just thank you.
And I moved the camera away, I'm really sorry.
Oh, you didn't.
I did, mate. Literally, as you spun, I turned the camera, just panned away. Do it again.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Gym Spotlight, the series where we travel to your area and give you an insight to your local BJJ gym. This week, we're in the small village of Lympstone, and for those bootnecks or Royal Marines amongst you, you'll be familiar as to what this is famous for. For everyone else, this is where Royal Marine recruits, or nods as they're called, come to die. Or potentially survive the 32 weeks at CTCRM and become fully fledged Royal Marines commandos themselves. A former Royal Marine himself, not only does the head coach and owner run his own BJJ gym, he also has his own therapy clinic and his own podcast, The Grumpy Surfer, where he chats about all things surfing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and military tales. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mahara Jiu-Jitsu, based out of Lympstone Devon. Let's get into it.
My name's Adam Lison. I am the head instructor at Mahara Jiu-Jitsu. I've been training about 9 years now. I got into Jiu-Jitsu because I've been surfing for about 25 years now, and it was something that I wanted to get into, or something different, when the surf was rubbish. A couple of friends of mine joined the gym I was at when I was in the Royal Marines. I was running a gym. He said, "Do you want to start training?" I got some mats in. He was a purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu and a second dan in Judo, I believe, and just started running some classes, and yeah, just didn't stop from there really.
How long has this gym been going?
I opened it in February, and one of my friends who's the head instructor now at SPG in Manchester, I'd just gone on my terminal leave in January, and we sat down having a coffee, and I was talking about what I was trying to do, because I'm a therapist by trade now as well. He just said, "Well, why don't you teach Jiu-Jitsu?" I was like, "It's a good idea." I've been teaching it since I've been a blue belt.
Yeah.
So I made a few inquiries of places to start teaching, bought some mats, put it in place, and and started something. Made a logo, and that was it. Bob's your uncle.
It's easy as that.
Easy as that.
Make a logo. Any affiliations?
We're affiliated with Exeter BJJ. I was going to say in Exeter, but that's a bit obvious because it's Exeter BJJ.
Yeah.
And my head coach is James Hodges.
How many classes do you run?
I run 4 adult classes on a Tuesday, Wednesday and a Thursday and a Sunday morning. I also run a kids class, which is a real beginners kids class on a Wednesday, and it's just literally getting them to do something, you know, a bit of wrestling, a few games and stuff, and they love it.
Awesome.
Now, apologies for the cliche, but what's a hoofing gym? Sponsored by Leglocks. For specifics on where the gym is located, if you head towards Lympstone Village Hall on School Hill in Lympstone, then walk round the back towards the youth hut, you will see the flag flying in the wind, welcoming you onto the mats of Mahara Jiu-Jitsu. Now, one of the most standout details about Mahara Jiu-Jitsu is that none of the students are afraid to ask questions. This isn't to say that Ads isn't covering the class in enough detail, he certainly is, and his 22 years as a Royal Marines Commando physical training instructor clearly shine through in his teaching and delivery. It's the fact that from inspiration, Ads has instilled in his students to ask these questions, to explore these scenarios around the positions to help with each student's learning. Speaking of the students, all bar one began their journey at Mahara Jiu-Jitsu, and even though they've been on the mats a relatively short amount of time, you can see that they're developing a strong grasp of the fundamentals and building a strong foundation, and that's all thanks to Ads' style of teaching. Also, don't forget, if you've got a gym you'd like me to visit, leave it down in the comments below and we'll happily pop along, do one of these videos and get some rolls, and I'll pull a weird face when I get some made. Anyways, let's get back to the video, shall we? After a gi session focusing on escaping and maintaining the mount, I sat down with Ads and we chatted about how he finds coaching, the benefits of surfing, and of course, those quick fire questions. Cut to the gym video! Whatever.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is... Wait, how do I pronounce your last name? I'm gonna...
Lison.
I've pronounced it wrong for eons. Ever since I've known it's like Lidson.
People spell it and say it wrong all the time. Call me Listen, Leon.
Leon?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Adam Lison from Mahara Jiu-Jitsu based in Lympstone.
And we're here at his gym. We're just going to ask you a few questions. Is that all right?
Yes.
It'd be awkward if you said no, right?
We would just go now.
Yeah, like, bye. Anyways, let's get into it. How have you found your game developing since opening the gym? Have you seen things from a different perspective? What does your game look like now?
I've always found coaching has been something that makes my foundational jiu-jitsu better.
Yeah.
Because the way that I teach, I try and break it down to the point where I understand myself how I'm learning. So now when I understand how I learn how to do jiu-jitsu, I have to know what the technique is, how you do it, why I am doing it, and the little technical bits inside it, so where your pressure comes from and where you put your toes.
Clearly no secret that you're an avid surfer. I'm sure we've already mentioned like a few times throughout this already. Do you think there's a crossover between surfing and jiu-jitsu, and do you think there's anything you can take from surfing and apply it to jiu-jitsu?
100%.
Yeah.
That's why I started it. With surfing, you have to be able to read a wave, take off on it, see what sections are breaking in front of you, how it's lining up in front of you, and it's the feel of the board. This is going really deep now. It's the feel of the board and the wave together,
right.
to be able to read how I'm going to turn in different parts of the wave.
Okay.
So it's the same as jiu-jitsu really, where like each person is different, but no wave is the same. And when you train with different people, you have to learn their body mechanics while they're doing it to be able to train with them. And it's exactly the same with surfing. You know, you ride a wave, each wave is different, and I think the analogy of that combined together it is why I'm so passionate about both things.
Have you got any future plans for the gym?
Once I start getting more students turning up, because at the moment I think I can cope with probably about 14 students in here. My 2 to 5 year plan is to get my own place, and I'm going to tie together my therapy business, doing sports massage, the Bowen technique as well. Get involved if you've never heard the Bowen technique, it's amazing. And before Christmas I did a surfing movement course with a guy called Rodrigo Perez in Australia. I'm going to put it all together under one business logo and have the different sectors of it, and hopefully we'll be able to set up in a new premises and be able to run everything there, and hopefully I'll be able to start employing people to do that as well, which is the dream.
Look forward to it. We're just going to do some quick fire questions. Do everyone, it's like the first thing that pops to your head. Not specifically like one word, but it can be like quite long. Ready? Mm-hmm. Sweet.
Let's do it.
Let's do it! Favourite position?
Back mount.
Favourite submission?
Armbar.
From where? Or just any?
Anywhere.
Any. I think I'm the same. I love an armbar. I love a good armbar when you're just like...
My favourite thing to do is to transition to the back, trap some arms and start working a triangle with an armbar from the back.
Oh, it's nasty, isn't it? Like the reverse triangle one.
It's delicious.
Oh.
When you get it, you're like that.
Gi or no gi?
Gi.
Do you do any no gi or not? They're just not your keen it?
I do, but you're like this. When people are going absolutely mental, I feel like I can use my pressure to slow people down a little bit. I do like no-gi, especially when it's against guys that have trained MMA before, because the scrambles are brilliant.
For sure.
But I primarily like to train no-gi just to get my cardio up.
Have you got any pre-comp routines or rituals that you stick to?
Don't eat so much.
Oh yeah?
Don't drop down a weight class where you can't eat or drink water before, so you're absolutely... Just stay your weight, compete in your weight class that you currently are, and just enjoy it.
Finally, if you could travel back in time and you could see white belt ads just standing there and you had to give them one bit of advice, what would it be?
Get into jiu-jitsu earlier.
Yeah?
I really wish that I'd started training like in my 20s. I started training in my early 30s. It's a life lesson sport. You know, I don't think you can learn life lessons really from football. I'm not against football or anything like that. But I think that the lessons that you learn with training with people and the humbleness that you get from it,
like the ego check,
resonates so much with kids, right? And then it just follows them through. Yeah,
definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Adam Lison from Mahara Jiu-Jitsu in Lympstone. Thanks so much for having us, man. I appreciate it.
No worries.
and we'll see you all soon. Any sort of final words? Is everyone okay to come train? Anything like that? If you're down in the area?
Go to the website, maharajiujitsu.com, have a little look what we're about. If you live in the South East Devon area, tap us up. And also have a look at our affiliate gym, Exeter BJJ, which is in the central Exeter area. Amazing gym, loads of black belts, loads of different colour belts.
Chef's kiss.
We train there.
We're pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right. Awesome. Cheers, lads. Cheers, guys.